Today we are going to solve this word problem. And the word problem says Jackson went to his friend's birthday party and it ended at 2:45 p.m. and it lasted for 4 hours and 30 minutes. What time did the birthday party start? So before we try to solve this, we're going to pull out the information that we know and what we're trying to find. So we know that it ended at 2:45 p.m. So we're going to write that next to our end time. 2:45 p.m. And always write your p.m. so you know if it's in the before or in the first segment of the 12 or the second segment of the 12, because you have two segments of 12 during the day. And so then we also know that it lasted for 4 hours and 30 minutes. So we're going to write 4:30. But we aren't going to write AM or PM because it's not a time. It's the time that has passed by. So that will help us remember. And so now we are going to solve this problem by using a linear model, which is going to be represented in this timeline. And the linear model emphasizes length. And here on this timeline, we have segments. And each segment each interval is 60 minutes, which is equivalent to 1 hour, because we are in the base 60s. And so from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. is 1 hour. And in between each of these, we have smaller intervals, which are 15 minutes. So we have 15 minutes, and then another interval is in between is 30, and then another is 45. And so if you have 4 15-minute intervals, that will give you the 1 hour. And so we know that we ended at 2:45. So we're going to, on our timeline, mark 2:45. And so now we are going to solve it because this lasted 4 hours and 30 minutes. So we're going to backwards count and go to the left because we are trying to find where it started. So the first backwards jump we are going to make is 15 minutes. So we'll represent right there. And we also have this to keep track of our time as well so we don't get confused. So we're going to put 15 minutes in the minute column. And then we can make another jump of 30 minutes to get us to our friendly 2 p.m. So we'll represent that with 30. And so we're going to add on here just so we can keep track of how many hours we've already gone so we can make it to 4 hours and 30 minutes. So when we add this, we are going to make it to 45 minutes. So far we have only jumped 45 minutes. And now that we're at our friendly number, we can make a backwards jump of 60 minutes, which is an hour. So we're going to represent that by 1 hour. And as well, we're going to put the 1 right here in our hours, and then we are going to put our minutes, which was 0 minutes, and it's because it was 1 hour. And so we are going to add that, and that will give us 45 minutes and 1 hour. So we know we need to make it 4 hours and 30 minutes of a jump. So we're going to keep making, or we're going to make another backwards jump of 1 hour. And we're going to track that down here as well. So we put the 1 in the hours, and then the same here for the minutes. And we're going to add that, which gives us still 45 minutes, and now it will be 2 hours. So we still need to get to 4 hours and 30 minutes so we can make another backwards jump of an hour. And we'll represent that there. And so now we're at AM. And like I said earlier, we have 2 segments of 12 hours in the day. So we started out in PM, but because we are passing the 12 PM mark, it's going into our other interval of 12 hours. So that will be our AM. So right now we're at 11 a.m., but we need to mark our 1 hour. And so that will now give us still 45 minutes and 3 hours. So now we know we can't make another jump of an hour because we're only trying to get 4 hours and 30 minutes. And so now we know we can make a jump of 15. So make a backwards jump of 15, and we can add that here. And that will give us 60 in our minutes, but because we are in base 60, we know that as we get 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. So we will actually write it 1:00 like we had before. And so now, or we'll bring it up, and now that will be 4 hours. And we're still not at the elapsed time, so we need to make a jump of 30 minutes to give us our 4 hours and 30 minutes. So we can make another backward jump of 30. And we need to track that. And so now that is 4 hours and 30 minutes have gone by, which gives us our start time of 10:15 a.m. because we did pass that interval, that first interval of 12 hours.